Hi, welcome back to my channel. We are only about a month away before Donald Trump takes office, and the internet, TikTok, is reacting to leopards eating face. That's the best thing that I could call it. Leopards are out and regret is setting in. But first, hi, I'm Allicia IE, Allicia J, the walking talking baby doll, and hopefully I'm here to give you a good day or a better day. Okay? So we're just gonna get right into the video. Actually, I didn't see myself sitting and doing a part 2 to this, but apparently there isn't a government shutdown and people will get their hard-earned money or much needed money, which is a good thing. But I thought I'd tie that in with some more fuck around and finding out videos just for our amusement today.
What I find interesting about this whole government shutdown situation, which, by the way, if you haven't been following the news today, was a massive L for Trump and Elon. Like, I had all these demands. They tweeted like 70 plus times today. Didn't get anything they wanted. But anyways, what's most interesting is this quote that you might not see in any headlines anywhere, but I thought it was important. Basically, the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, said that right after a rough deal was made, he had to go and call Elon and Trump to see if it was okay. Do you know how absurd that is? That our government has to call the richest man in the world to see if things are okay. How does it make any sense? I mean, like, politics aside, like, do you not see how crazy that is? Why is a man worth $400 billion trying to tell us whether or not we need to fund childhood cancer research or hurricane relief? How does it make any sense? You think a man worth $400 billion is worried about some hurricane relief? Like, what?
It's a Christmas miracle. Or maybe the lawmakers were just smelling those jet fumes and they wanted to get the hell out of town for the holiday. But whatever the reason is, we're not getting a government shutdown. And that's because the Senate just moments ago passed the same bill the House passed on Friday afternoon to keep the government open. You know, the bill I told you all about in this video. The final vote in the Senate just moments ago was 85 to 11. It needed 60 votes to pass. Now that both the House and the Senate have passed this bill, it will go to President Biden's desk for signature. But that process takes a little time. And while technically the Senate didn't pass the bill until about 45 minutes after the government shutdown deadline, the White House put out a statement saying no federal agencies would shut down because they knew the Senate was going to pass this thing. The White House said President Biden will sign the bill on Saturday. That means when federal workers return to their jobs on Monday, everything's going to be back to normal. Now, it is very important for you to understand that while this chaos has calmed down for now, we are going to be right back here in just a few months having this exact same fight during Trump's first 100 days in office. And that's because this bill that was passed by both the House and the Senate sets up another government shutdown on March 14th, 2025.
Allegedly, somehow, you had Biden and Kamala. They were rushed back to the White House. They're calling it a White House. The White House is in crisis of some sort, and they canceled their Christmas trip. Now, the last update we had was 19 hours. We ain't heard a peep. We ain't heard one peep. Now, to me, in my mind, the only reason why anybody's in a rush like that or something really huge like that happens, a lot of people saying it was because the government was going on pause or whatever break, whatever they were doing. But typically it has something to do with a tax war of some sort. And I'm not saying that's what's happening, but typically when you see such urgency, that's typically something with that. I have been extremely hesitant about this Christmas because and in fact, I was planning to go to another state for Christmas. And somehow I had told my husband, I'm like, man, I feel like something is like pressing against it. And it's really strange because that made me really dive and think, because the feeling that I've been having, like, what's about to happen around Christmas and Christmas Eve? And it's not, please know that ain't really that significant. If you know, then you know it's paganism. But I'm just saying for those who observe it as whatever you observe it as, there is something that I feel weird concerning around those dates. And I don't know, I could just be discerning what's going to happen with the Pope. We know what the Pope is going to do. And we're what, a week away from Christmas. So now all of a sudden y'all have a emergency rushing back. You got to cancel your Christmas plans. You got to hear what people saying and hear what they're not saying. You canceling your trip? That means, do we need to cancel some stuff? Cause let us know. Cause it seems like y'all giving us a hint. Catch it. I'm not saying what I'm saying, but I am saying what I'm saying. That is strange. And if it's such a rush, and my thing is, who caught all this? Who's leaking all this to the media? All of that be weird to me too. Again, I feel like we're going to hear more on this in the next upcoming days or two. But whatever it is, it doesn't sound good. Some people said it has to do with the government, and maybe it had to do with the decision of them coming into agreement with the funding bill. Maybe it had something to do with that. But why ain't no updates? Ain't not a damn update. After they rushed back, said the White House is in crisis. There's no updates. Why we ain't got no updates? That makes me feel weird. And I'm pointing my attention to what the Pope has going on with these doors, opening these doors, because something about that Christmas Eve and Christmas holiday, them dates, something about that, it's making me feel odd. It's just my personal discernment. Somebody need to come out and tell us what's going on. Have anybody heard a peep from the Biden and the Kamalas? Somebody need to let us know, because we've been standing by for 19 hours. We just heard they rushed back, don't know what's going on. Somebody need to update us. Just like y'all updated us and told us an emergency at the White House, we need this update. What's going on? We need to know.
Not to spread any fear baiting type of stuff, but I wonder if there is something else going on around the holidays that we are not being told. It's very imperative that they made it to the White House, so we'll see about that. Just stay safe out here. Keep your head on a swivel, of course, in the next couple of years anyways. But it's funny how people are looking at Elon Musk, and it's very different how we see that Barack Obama was treated, Kamala Harris was treated, and now Elon Musk, that's not even from America, is making decisions for us, people. What do you guys think about that? Definitely comment and tell me your thoughts, because I think that that's quite fucking ridiculous. As much as we cared about where Obama came from and where his, parents came from and the roots and origins of Kamala Harris, but, when it comes to Elon Musk, his origins don't seem to matter, huh? I guess it's a matter of how much money you have and how much white privilege you can get away with, I guess. Yeah, so definitely comment how you guys feel about that. In the next couple of segments, people will go into Elon Musk a little bit more and how they feel about him pretty much being the fucking president or vice president. Where's JD Vance? Can somebody tell me that? I haven't seen this man.
So I guess we're just not going to talk about the fact that when Kamala was running for a presidential elect, everyone was up in arms because they felt like they didn't elect her to run for presidential candidacy. However, here we have the richest man alive acting as if he's already the Speaker of the House. So President Trump, who will soonly be inaugurated, is backing Elon Musk when it comes to the government shutdown. And if you didn't know, Elon Musk is urging the government shutdown, and he is turning down the GOP funding bill. It's crazy how they're giving him all of this power. I don't know if it's because he's the richest man alive or if he has 11 living children. But he has more say at this point than the upcoming president of the United States. And they're also thinking about making him the Speaker of the House. Something just tells me the next 4 years is going to have Elon Musk's name written all over it. I assure you not. Like, he literally is the richest man in the world. And everyone knows that President Donald Trump, and I'm going to respectfully say President Donald Trump because he will be the president. Everyone knows that he respects any man that knows how to make money. Not just any money, good money, lots of money, a plethora of money, if you will. And with him being the richest man alive, you literally have more money than Donald Trump. And we all know in politics, money talks. Like, let's just be for real. I don't know. It's just not looking good. Like, everyone was just so bothered by the fact that Kamala was running and they felt like they didn't even get a chance to really vote who could be the one running against, Donald Trump. And now here we are, we have Elon, and he's not even a politician, and here he is making all of these demands, and they're actually listening to him. Yeah.
Well, would you look at that? They got the bill passed. A stopgap bill was actually passed, bipartisan down the line from red and blue team. The government will not be shutting down. And here's what's interesting. To get this bill passed, they have to take out literally everything that DJT and Muscatina demanded. Ain't that something? I'm pretty sure they're gonna love that. No, they're not. They are angry. They're tossing tables, having a bad Christmas, and I love it.
We have some major breaking news. The Senate just passed a bill to avert a government shutdown that was supposed to take place tonight. Just moments ago, the Senate voted on the government funding package that passed the House of Representatives earlier today, and the bill passed the Senate by a vote of 85-11. The overwhelming majority of Democrats and Republicans voted for this bill. It is now heading to President Biden's desk for his signature, and he has said that he supports the bill and will sign it into law. So it's safe to say crisis averted, because if the government would have shut down, that means that millions of people would have gone without a paycheck during the holiday season, and that would obviously be terrible. And honestly, the credit goes to the Democrats for making this happen, because the Republicans couldn't agree amongst themselves on a spending package, so the Democrats came out and said, hey, we'll work with you to get this done, and so now the government will remain open into 2025. So really, really good work, really, really significant win here, and thankfully, there will be no government shutdown, and President Biden is going to sign this ASAP.
I already see now we need a Louisiana for Elon Musk. He don't even go here. It seemed like he the president and Trump the vice president. Who voted him in? He not even American. He from South Africa. The hell going on? They act like they scared of him. He is urging the government shutdown and turning down the GOP funding bill. They basically done handed this country to this man. Elon not even politician, and he making all these demands. And they actually listening to this man. I mean, money talk. The election was rigged from the start. Elon paid $250 million to the Donald Trump campaign. And it's disgusting because that's pocket change to him. He ended up making billions of dollars after Trump was elected. He owned Trump. This is what y'all voted for. Now we got to deal with it, man. Elon even trying to buy the UK as well. This man going crazy.
The fact that they got Elon Musk playing social engineer of the fucking entire world because he has $1 billion is, yeah, that is very crazy. But to them, it's normal behavior. I wanted to talk about the House results in that it's split into about 215 and 220. And I'm interested to see how that's going to play out. It's going to be like a fucking bloodbath in the House, I guess, for the next couple of years. But it may be interesting. You know, like those gladiator fights that they used to have all the time? Yeah. We'll see, folks. But definitely tell me your comments and thoughts down below. And do you think Elon is pretty much going to be running-ish? Do you think that Elon has the president by the balls, so to speak? It's kind of looking like it. So which one is daddy, technically? Is it Trump or is it Elon? I guess we'll just have to find out. But yeah.
So I just saw that the Cheeto and Muskie did not get their way, and we're not going to have a government shutdown. We're not going to remove the limit to the debt ceiling, at least for right now. And I guess I wonder what y'all think about that. I am trying to process what I think about it. I think we're so desperate for any kind of, even remotely encouraging news that the day after Rand Paul says that he wants Elon Musk to be Speaker of the House, and it looks like that man has bought himself a place in government, that then he didn't get his way today. When it looks like everyone is capitulating, everyone is bending the knee, so few are resisting, what does that mean? Is there any hope for Republicans to reclaim their party from the oligarchy that has bought themselves the White House and seeks to have total control over the legislative branch as well? I mean, what do y'all think about that? What takeaways are there, if any? Is it a glimmer of hope or is it a fluke?
This snuck by me. Trump's tax plan snuck by me real fast. So if you make less than $28,000, your taxes go up by $790. Okay. If you make $28,000 to $55,000 a year, your taxes go up $1,400. If you make $55,000 to $94,000 a year, your taxes go up $1,500. And if you make between $94,000 and $157,000 a year, your taxes are going to go up almost $1,800. But if you make $157,000 to $360,000, you only got to pay an extra $610. But if you make more than $360,000, you get a nice little tax cut. And if you make more than $914,000 a year, then you get a pretty nice little cute little tax cut, $36,000. A little bonus, if you will. I mean, I knew. It's just kind of crazy to see it, in a chart form. It literally says poorest to richest, and the poorest get a tax increase, and the richest get a tax cut. It's right there, literally in blue and yellow. Wild to see, you know? Now I'm like, if this goes through, I see that maybe the Electoral College makes over $360,000 a year. I guess so. We'll see how it goes, man.
Psst, I'm gonna tell you a secret. You see, in order to keep up with all of the news, I must be over there on those socials that we don't care for so much. Yes, you know, Twitter and not so true social. Yes, those, yes. I must be over there and I must be following Allicia, and I have to follow Daddy Dumpy Pants. I need receipts every time they get on their keyboard and type out. But on my anonymous accounts over there, sometimes I like to troll. Yes. From above, on top of the bridge, though. After all, Daddy and Allicia must pay the toll, baby. They must pay the toll. I've spent the last 30 minutes over there on those socials under my anonymous account. Oh, yes, indeed I have. Sending Daddy messages. On every one of his posts in the last 24 hours, I put a little tidbit about how proud I am of our President-elect, Allicia Muskrat. Oh, yes, I did. Yes. And then on little Allicia's post, I've been putting a little message asking Allicia when he's going to get rid of Daddy so he can go ahead and just fill that seat. Asking him if he's going to divulge his plans that him and the little bitch boy J.D. Vance have to get rid of Daddy. I just can't wait until their socials teams go over that. Can you imagine Daddy's skin sack? Oh my goodness, ketchup is going to be on the walls everywhere down in Mar-a-Lago. Don't you know? Oh, and my goodness, there aren't enough spoons, forks, or butter knives to scratch that skin sack today. Oh my God, he's gonna have to take it off and give it a washing. Dark Christina comes to play.
I warned you. I told you. This is why you don't vote for Republicans to run anything. You don't want them running the House. You don't want them running the Senate. You certainly don't want them in the White House. And this is the exact reason why. They have no real interest in getting anything done. Not having the government funded means no checks for millions of people across the country. And it could be devastating. But right now, a lot of people voted for really, really rich people to get into the White House and get in position of power, and they don't care one bit. They've got tons of money. Nothing that they do affects them. It affects you. But yeah, you decided to let rich people decide your fate. And now you're about to find out what happens when you do that. Especially Republicans that don't care. Because they have billions and billions of dollars. If they cared about people, you would see them helping people every day. They would be going from city to city, establishing homes and networks for the homeless to get rid of homelessness. These few billionaires that are in Washington right now could literally get rid of homelessness if they wanted to. They don't want to. What they want to do is make more money. And you that needs money and depends on money, it's just not that important. You effed around, and now you're going to find out. Like and follow for more.
I mean, the elite being the elite, the impoverished people paying more taxes. What did we really expect coming from this? People don't want an oligarchy, but, you know, when it came to supporting smaller businesses and things like this, it wasn't that much importance, you know. We just kept being consumers and putting our money, you know, in places where we probably shouldn't have. But now we have the chance to put our dollars to good use. Please, get goods unite us.
I am so glad that all of these companies and organizations decided that there was no FAFO this year, because I wouldn't have found all these bomb-ass black businesses that do everything. I got beverages today, y'all. We got Level with water. We have 1186 with water. We have Defy, which is a drink for athletes, like the Powerades and Gatorades and all of that. No, we got Defy. We have Goat Fuel, which is an energy drink. We have Bingo Bango, Afro Pop Co., and they have cold drinks, sodas, or whatever y'all call them. We have Black and Bold with cold brew. We have Me and the Bees with lemonade. We have Good Dirt, a prebiotic drink. We have Koya, a protein drink. We have Watermelon, which is found in Target stores. We got all of that. We could quench our thirst, can we? Yes, we can, because we are doing this together. Again, we are doing it together. This is a movement. We are going to spend our money with Black-owned businesses, period. Happy Monday. Let's go.
My friends and fuckers, listen, I got another FAFO at my husband's work. Yesterday there was a corporate meeting, so all of them had to go. And before the meeting, there was about 6 or 7 of them over at the table talking a whole bunch of shit about apparently Canada maybe shutting off a little bit of our energy if these tariffs come through. And they were losing their mind. And my husband didn't skip a fucking beat, apparently. Looked across the room and said, all of you can shut the fuck up. Y'all fucking voted for it. For the next 4 years, I don't want to hear a single fucking word of anything that man does that you don't agree with. One of them had the balls to presume that Joe Biden's behind this. My husband had to let them know that Joe Biden isn't the one threatening the tariffs to Canada. And I love him a little bit more today. He's not a political guy, and he doesn't normally open his mouth when he has words in confrontation. He's not that guy. But apparently, these dumb motherfuckers, he has had enough. I love him a little bit more today.
Y'all, it's already started. Like, definitely F around and find out season is in effect. So right now, like, I live in Kansas City, Missouri. So right now I was just reading this news article about how this woman who has completed her nursing training, how she can't get licensed in the state of Missouri because she's a DACA recipient. So if you don't know what DACA is, like, you know, that's a temporary status to allow undocumented people to stay in the United States. Well, the thing is, even though there's a federal law that allows DACA recipients to receive, you know, licensure in like the states, Missouri is saying, I don't care. You're not a citizen. You don't possess a green card. We're not going to let you have a license. So literally this woman is having to, you know, go through this. But you know, what the irony of this situation is that this woman, I feel like this is very interesting to see how certain people from certain communities view themselves as like better than people of a similar demographic. Like, one of the things that this woman was saying was like, I don't agree with people not being vetted under the Biden administration and people just coming in and they're all criminals and stuff like that, the traditional rhetoric, right? And I'm just like, lady, do you not understand? You trying to play this game of siding with your enemy, it's not working out for you. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, Biden was making sure you could work. Under this administration with the hot Cheeto man, you're not going to be able to work. You're going to have to go to a blue-friendly state that will hire you. That means you got to leave your family. Talking about she's not leaving. So you did all that work, paid all that money. I bet you those student loans are due, only for you not to get licensure. It's insane. And you know, a lot of people are going to start regretting their vote. Like, it's interesting. But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts. Let me know how fuck around and find out season is going around in your state with people feeling the full effects of their vote. Bye.
Y'all see that Nick Fuentes is scared because a murder suspect in a triple homicide showed up on camera to his house, pulling out a gun. Oh no, I guess it's your safety, his choice. Boy, fuck you. I hope it gets worse. I hope more people keep showing up until you get CEO. What the fuck are you talking about? We need to start celebrating when horrible shit happens to horrible people publicly. We need to let them know that we want it to happen and we'll make sure that any way we can support it happening, we're there for them. We need to get more people CEO. People that go out there and make the lives worse for other people. Fuck y'all. What are you talking about? You think the world's gonna mourn some shitty, racist, phobic, misogynistic, untalented white boy? Girl, nobody gives a fuck. Oh my God. Boo. My TikToks are dry, bitch.
Shout out to that last guy. He brought all the vibes. I love that energy. Very, just fearlessness. I love it. But yeah, it's no surprise that Nick Fuentes' poopy diaper pants is also going through the result of fucking around and finding out. I love these stories. The more that they come, I mean, it's just it provides some type of weird sadistic warmth for the holidays, and I'm gonna keep posting them because they do make me laugh and they make me happy. I didn't consider that it's actually bringing people closer together and making some ladies look at these men like, no, he's zaddy, not this motherfucker. Definitely like and subscribe. See you on the next one.